Hey, Eagles fans, I'm Harrison Graham, filling in for Thomas Mott because we wanted to get this news out ASAP. Marquise Goodwin has opted out of the 2020 NFL season, so we're going to break it down for the next few minutes here on Philadelphia Eagles Now, so stick around. He has decided not to play in 2020 due to COVID-19 concerns. If you guys have been on Twitter or on the internet at all over the past 48 hours, you're seeing players across the league are concerned and are starting to opt out. The Patriots have had like 6 players opted out, but Goodwin becomes the first Eagle to officially opt out, especially the first notable Eagle here. Look, and there's legitimate reasons. Just has a newborn, few months old, 5-month-old daughter there, and he and his wife have suffered through some really tough situations, a couple of miscarriages in the past. So he has decided not to play in 2020 after getting traded from San Francisco over to Philadelphia during the NFL draft earlier this offseason. So what is your one-word reaction to Marquise Goodwin opting out? We'll make this the pinned comment on today's video. You guys can debate down in the comment section and give me your one-word reaction to Goodwin opting out. It's disappointing, but it's obviously also understandable for Marquise Goodwin. Let me know what your one-word reaction to this news is on today's episode of Philadelphia Eagles Now. And now you look at the depth chart, it was already going to be a bit sketchy, right? Alshon Jeffrey is probably going to start on the PUP list. That is not official yet, but that is expected. Deshaun Jackson's been banged up a lot in recent years, especially last year. I like Jalen Reagor, but it's already feeling like a situation where the Eagles might be asking too much of the rookie out of TCU. Losing more bodies at wide receiver is not a good situation. And yeah, there's a lot of bodies there. You got Greg Ward Jr. who did some nice things. You got Arcega-Whiteside. Can he take a step forward? Hopefully some of these depth pieces can become better players here in 2020. As far as Goodwin's contract goes, it'll basically roll over. So it frees about just over $4 million in cap space for 2020. That number goes to next year, the $4.2 million cap hit for 2021. Now he doesn't become a free agent until 2023. That $7 million cap hit in 2022 probably going to be cut before that season because the Eagles can save some money because not a lot of it is tied up as dead cap money. So that's the latest as far as the salary cap impact goes with Marquise Goodwin choosing to opt out of the 2020 NFL season. And I was intrigued to watch him with Carson Wentz this year. Certainly didn't do a lot last year with San Francisco, but a couple of years ago, 2017 toward the end of the year really played well when Jimmy Garoppolo got traded to San Francisco. Was pretty decent in 2018 as well, but 2019 kind of didn't find his place in the offense out there in the Bay. I was intrigued to see what he could bring to the table this year in 2020, but again, he has made the family decision to opt out, take the $150,000 opt-out money there, and return in 2021. Are you upset that Marquise Goodwin has opted out of this season? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Sure, you guys are allowed to be upset. It's a free country. That's why we're letting you answer this question. But just keep in mind that, everybody can make their own individual decisions. Y for yes, N for no. Now, obviously, I mentioned that, the Eagles traded for Goodwin because they wanted to bring in some depth at wide receiver. Just kind of a quick recap of the trade details from earlier this offseason during the draft. Obviously, they sent over the 6th, got a 6th in return. You see what those draft picks ended up becoming overall. But, how big of a role was Goodwin going to play on this Philadelphia Eagles offense? The key is going to be, can Jalen Reagor contribute at a high level as a rookie? And the tight end's got to stay healthy, right? Ertz and Goddard, those guys have to be contributors for Carson Wentz. Hopefully some of these other guys on the Eagles depth chart at wide receiver can step up. Hopefully Deshaun Jackson can stay healthy. Hopefully Alshon Jeffrey can get healthy. We'll see what happens this season. But Marquise Goodwin will not be a part of it as he has decided not to play in 2020. Before we sign off, I want to remind you Eagles fans to subscribe here on the channel. We're closing in on 12,000 subscribers, so hit that big red button. Then turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos like this when we're breaking news just for you guys. The link is youtube.com/EaglesNow, but just hit that big red button and that bell. We're signing off. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Thomas Mott will be back very, very soon. Marquise Goodwin not playing in 2020.